Hey Daydream fam, it is Scott and Lil here, and we are going to be going over day 2 of
D23.
D23.
And we are very hyped. We've been amazed today. I mean, yesterday was great, but it was a little lackluster. Today was not lackluster whatsoever.
Yeah, I totally
This was
agree.
a blockbuster for sure.
When I got home from work and Scott was like, wait, did you see this? I was like, oh my God, yes, this is what Disney needed. So,
all right, so we're gonna pace ourselves. We're gonna talk about the Marvel Animation panel real quick, and then we're gonna move into the parks because I know that's why you're here. To start off the Marvel Animation panel, they announced that this season of What If is gonna be the final season. I don't think anyone's brokenhearted about that, honestly.
I don't think so, yeah.
It's one of those shows that had a great premise, but, it's just kind of been tanking
And
ever
also,
since.
too, another thing is it's like, oh, what if? Well, now, we have this whole cinematic universe.
So
of
pretty much
anything
every
can happen.
movie is a what if, almost. I mean, hey, what if Deadpool and Wolverine join the MCU?
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
So I think it's appropriate.
I get it now that everything's multiverse. It's sort of, what's the point of having one singular show?
Yeah.
So up next we have Marvel Zombies.
Mm-hmm.
So that actually spins off from What If. There's an episode in the first season.
Okay.
I'm really interested in this show. It's only going to be 4 episodes, unfortunately. So I'm not crazy about that. I wish Marvel and Disney weren't allergic to longer seasons, but here we are.
Give the people what they want,
exactly.
okay?
All right, and up next we have Eyes of Wakanda, which I'm really pumped for.
Well, tell us about it.
All right, so basically it's going to be a closer look into the world of Wakanda, the Black Panther. I hear there might be an appearance from an Iron Fist. I'm not sure if that's Danny Rand or another one, but
okay.
We'll see. We'll see. So it's really going to dive deep into the country and the history of it. I'm really excited.
Yeah,
I'm really excited.
All right, well, we'll have to see.
Yeah, definitely.
Do we have any dates, by the way, on Eyes of Wakanda yet?
No. So pretty much the only set concrete date is What If Season 3 that's coming out early next year.
Okay.
All the other shows are kind of, a ways away.
In the distant future.
All right, and we did get one more update on Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, which was originally called Spider-Man Freshman Year. A lot of people thought it was going to be the MCU's origin story for Tom Holland's Peter Parker, but it became a alternate universe take where essentially Norman Osborn becomes Peter's mentor instead of Tony Stark. So, we'll see. It looks really cool. There's going to be a lot of comic characters. I know Daredevil's going to make an appearance. Doctor Strange, Iron Man, Kingpin. Oh, wow. So a lot of great characters in the Spider-Man lore are going to premiere in that.
I'm excited for that one.
Yeah,
that sounds good.
All right, so Loki's joined us for the Disney Parks panel.
Maybe not for long.
He was very excited initially, but now he's starting to hedge his bets.
Oh, there we go. He just needed to get comfortable.
Just needed to get comfy.
Oh my God. The start of the show.
This is a Pixar cat, by the way.
This is a Pixar cat.
This cat
Look
is
at that face.
animated by Pixar.
He's just chilling. All right. We're good. Let's keep going.
On with the show.
Let's keep rolling.
All right, to kick off the Disney Parks panel, they announced a whole world of Frozen in, of course, Disneyland Paris. Because why would they give us anything?
You know what, though? I did go to Disneyland Paris, and I feel like they needed a little bit more.
Just rub it in.
Just casually, yeah. Oh, back when I studied abroad, and dropping another ball. But I felt like they did need a little bit more of an oomph. Now, I loved Disneyland Paris. They had the Ratatouille ride before we did. Yeah. So now they get their chance, they had Ratatouille before we did. Yeah. Now they get, Frozen. We had it already.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. And that's coming in 2026.
Alrighty.
All right, so up next, another Disneyland Paris piece of news. They're getting a Lion King attraction.
Okay, now that I'm mad about.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have that first,
come on. So it's actually going to be the first Lion King attraction in any Disney park. Wow. So it looks like it's going to be a sort of Splash Mountain Tiana ride.
It does,
something like that. So,
and you know what? Maybe this is them also. I don't want to say they're using Paris as the test drive for this Lion King ride, but maybe they'll make it even better when it hopefully eventually comes to us.
I mean, that's a natural fit for Animal Kingdom if I've ever seen one.
It is. That's definitely needed at our Animal Kingdom. I think we need that.
Definitely. Definitely. So speaking of Animal Kingdom, they just, well, this has been in the works for a while, but it was just officially announced that the Tropical Americas are coming to Animal Kingdom in 2027. So that includes lands based off of Encanto, Indiana Jones. It's really, they're really going for it with this one. This is definitely the biggest expansion of Animal Kingdom they've had in a while.
Wow, I'm really excited about that. I mean, just like a few years away too.
Definitely.
It'll be here before we know it. We're already halfway through 2024, so yeah, I'm very excited for that for sure. Just seeing the mock-ups of what it's going to look like.
But with that, there's some bad news. They're officially getting rid of.
It's okay. It's okay. You can say it. I know it's tough.
The dinosaur ride is going extinct. And I don't know how to feel about that.
It's okay.
I'm excited for Indiana Jones. I'm excited. I'm excited. But, I mean, what's Aladar going to do? Just think of Aladar.
But you know what?
And Dr. Grant Seeger.
You know what?
That's his actual name, by the way.
I can't believe you.
I swear,
okay, never mind. I'm not even mad for you anymore.
I'll show you the Wikipedia page
because
later.
We saw it so many times.
Yes, we actually. So the last time we went to Disney, I kind of caught whiffs of this new expansion plan, and we rode. I'll post all the pictures. But we rode Dinosaur 5 times in a row, and I think Lil was about to tear her hair out. But she went with me. I appreciate it.
This in the ride.
But so I think we still have back pain from it, but it was worth it. It was worth it. It was an experience for sure.
For sure.
All right, so they're adding a Walt Disney animatronic to Disneyland. I think that's kind of cool. A little weird.
Did they emphasize what that actually means, like an animatronic?
I think it's going to be sort of like a Hall of Presidents type of attraction, something like that.
Okay.
So it's not like he's going to be on a ride with you or something. Yeah. But it's I'm sure they'll do it tastefully.
Yeah. So I'm curious.
We'll see. And next up, we do have 2 lounges. It's going to be Spaceship Earth in Epcot and a Pirates of the Caribbean tavern in Magic Kingdom right next to the ride. So I'm really excited for that. I've heard about it for a while. I'm glad they're finally, breaking ground on that. So
for sure. And even the Spaceship Earth Lounge, I know they've been doing a lot with building, and I think they finally had opened more of what they've been working on for so long.
Have they been building in Epcot? I hadn't.
Yeah, I was going to say I haven't seen walls,
multiple walls for up. Literally 5-10 years.
Yeah, just casually. I'm like, oh yeah, where's the middle of Epcot? But they've been doing a great job on it. I know they had
everything's
that
finally coming to fruition a little bit, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, so more to come with more walls, but you know what? Might be worth it in the end.
Might be worth it in the end. All right, so also we do have a Zootopia show replacing It's Tough to Be a Bug in Animal Kingdom. Again, these Animal Kingdom rides, they don't get no respect.
They don't.
I mean, it looks like they're really trying to commit to Animal Kingdom now and really bring it into the future a little bit more. But it's tough to see some of these old rides and shows go. For sure.
I mean, this Zootopia experience, I believe it's in Tokyo.
No. This is Animal Kingdom.
The Zootopia
the Zootopia land.
Yes.
Yeah, that's going to be in either Tokyo or Hong Kong, I believe. So
I want to say, and that experience, I mean, just seeing the footage from other YouTubers and other creators, that's one of their more popular, areas
so
to go
to. It does make sense that they're bringing a little piece of that over into the States.
Yes,
for sure,
I'm so excited about that.
All right, and here, this is the centerpiece. This is the centerpiece of the whole video. This is what you came here for. A Monsters, Inc. land and suspended coaster ride.
And you know what that means?
To Hollywood Studios. That means we're getting the doors.
That means we're getting the doors.
The one ride that every kid in America has dreamed about.
For years.
Since 2001. They're finally getting it.
And fun thing to add there, it's powered by Screams. How genius is
Clean
that?
energy.
Oh my gosh. I think they just needed, you know what? I give this to them because I think they needed to perfect it. I'm hoping that this is why it's been taking so long, and I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt, but that's got to be it. That's how I'm feeling about it right now. So you know what? But I'm so excited to ride this ride. I think. And
some of this concept art looks so cool. Apparently, they're going to have meet and greets with Sully and Mike.
Now, do we know, is this replacing?
I'm guessing it's going to replace the Muppets, which I know you're not.
Is that the 3D?
Yeah, the Muppets Vision 3D and that whole like little Muppet section. It honestly, it does seem like.
I thought it was already gone.
You know what? It definitely, it's the area that's most ripe for a renovation. So yeah, I mean, would it be nice if they had some Muppet representation?
He's making himself comfortable over there.
we got Loki. Commentating in the back. So.
Yeah, he's like, I'm just gonna sit here now.
But yeah, it does seem like the most natural place for a renovation, a new expansion. Yeah. So, all right, so they are apparently reimagining Test Track in 2025. And I know Test Track is a ride that's near and dear to you. How do you feel about that?
Well, all I have from Test Track is, I think, somewhere deep in my family photo albums from going to Disney, literally my family in this ride. Now, I didn't know it was closing, and we were there, and we didn't get to go on Test Track. And I was like, oh, we should go. And I think like the line was too long or something or whatever. Yeah. We were going to the next park, so we didn't end up going. And then like that next day it closed.
It was weird how like quickly it closed right after we were there. So.
Yeah, but reimagining it, you know what? I have those other memories, and I could probably look on YouTube for, other videos of other people going on.
And plus, I think I saw some concept art of the reimagining, and it looks really cool. I think it modernized it a lot.
All right.
So
okay,
we'll see.
All right. This is why you guys need to book that Disney trip. And
you never know.
You go. Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah. I mean, they could reimagine your favorite ride. So, got to check it out.
Too soon.
It's okay. It's okay.
All right, so next we have an area that I think a lot of people are going to be really excited for. We're finally getting a Cars area in Magic Kingdom, I believe. Frontierland.
Yes.
So this has taken forever. They've had Radiator Springs out in Disneyland, and I've been out there. It's so nice. It really feels like you're in the movie. They have, all the landscapes and mountains and everything, and it really feels like you're there in Radiator Springs. So I'm glad they're bringing a little piece of that over to Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, and I think if they're going to put it anywhere, why not put it in Frontierland, where you have, that kind of western
sort of
vibe.
deserty. Yeah, that does make a lot of sense. So
you have, Big Thunder Mountain?
Big Thunder Mountain Railroad.
Yes, so like that same thing. I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of put it next to or around that landscape.
Yeah, so there's been an expansion going on around there for a while, so it makes sense that would be the area for it. So there's going to be 2 attractions. It just looks really fun, and I think it's really needed. I don't think there's enough Pixar representation in Disney World. I feel like that's been more of a Disneyland thing for a while, so I'm glad they're finally, realizing, people want Pixar stuff.
Yeah, imagine that.
Imagine that. Crazy. They're also doing a Coco ride in Disneyland. It's said to be inspired by Pirates of the Caribbean, so I'm guessing that same sort of ride format, but with Coco characters. I actually haven't seen Coco, and it's on my list. It's on my watch list. Don't come for me. But I think just from what I've seen from the movie, the clips here and there, I think it really would make a great ride.
Definitely.
I think it's very engaging characters, songs, and everything. So I'm here for it, and I'm gonna see the movie before I go on the ride.
I was gonna say we're gonna see the movie. So I mean, just with the color schemes, the message, I'm really excited for that too. I think that's a great addition.
Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely.
So we also have word that there are actually going to be 4 new Disney cruise ships that are going to be added to the fleet.
Yes.
So I know we have like the Disney Magic, I think was the newest one to come out, and now there's another one.
I think it's the Disney Dream.
I was going to say Daydream?
Destiny. It's Destiny or Dream.
Yeah.
One of those two.
One of those words. So, but so those are going to be added by 2031. I know there's been so much buzz about these new ships, from Pirates of the Caribbean themed, area on one of the ships. There's so many. I could keep going on, but there's just so many details on each of these ships. But yeah, so 4 more to come.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah. That's really. They're staking their claim. Yeah, for sure.
And so, I'm hoping
on the seven
that
seas.
Right. I'm hoping that also means maybe they won't be booked as much because there's just so much, so many available rooms that the tickets will be cheaper. I'm hoping.
I think they're really trying to make it for everyone instead of just like
I hope so. Yes, exactly. There could be a fancier one and then maybe a more affordable one for families or
I think that would
couples
be a great
that
idea.
are trying to save money. Yeah.
So they also announced that Mando and Grogu from The Mandalorian are going to be part of the update of the Millennium Falcon ride.
Nice.
So I'm really excited about that. I'm glad they're finally getting them into the parks more, and it's going to be cool to see. Definitely,
especially because I hear Grogu's such a popular character. And,
a little bit.
Yeah. So seeing him on those rides, I think that's going to incentivize kids to want to get more merch, and I think they've thought this out.
Yeah.
So it's definitely planned.
Disney has a Grogu plan for sure. They're doing a Mandalorian movie, which they did expand on a little bit yesterday. They showed a couple clips at D23.
That's right.
I'm really excited for that for sure.
That's going to be cool.
All right, so we have more overseas Disney news. There's going to be 2 new Spider-Man rides, one in Disneyland Hong Kong and one in Disneyland Shanghai.
Okay.
So I'm really excited about that. Again, I don't see myself being able to ride it in the near future, but we'll see.
Hey, maybe we have some trips to plan,
We'll be booking flights for Asia real quick.
Just real quick.
Quick
trip.
So speaking of Marvel, 2 new rides have been announced at Avengers Campus. So we're going to get Infinity Defense and Stark's Flight Lab. Nice. Infinity Defense has been in the works for a while, so I'm glad they're finally finalizing it now. It's essentially King Thanos, a version of Thanos that won at the end of Endgame.
Wow, that's sick.
Fighting all the heroes of the multiverse. I'm talking everyone.
Wow.
Like, characters from What If are coming. Like, they're really breaking the barrier on the multiverse for this one.
Do we know if it's like a roller coaster or anything?
I think it's sort of like the same sort of like ride as like Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man in Universal.
Gotcha.
Like sort of that cart that moves around, and it's not
cool.
Not necessarily a roller coaster, but still a really cool ride, and I'm looking forward to
I was gonna say, that sounds
riding
cool.
that. They also have Stark's Flight Lab, which just seems really cool. I feel like any sort of like tinkering, sort of like workshop-y vibe would go great with
I hope you like
Tony. So.
Get in a suit and you're just going up, just flying around.
That'd be cool.
The lawsuits.
The lawsuits.
So this just in, we actually do finally have confirmation that there is going to be a new Villains Land. So Disney Villains.
It took them long enough.
Yeah.
It took them long enough. I think every Disney fan has kind of known about it at this point.
Yeah, I know. They've been teasing it at other expos and it's finally happening. And I think it's great and exactly what they needed to kind of go up against what Universal has.
Definitely Dark Universe. It definitely seems like Disney's answer to that for sure.
Yes.
So.
And when do you think of villains? You think of Ariel and Ursula, the villain. You think of these different.
I think it really kind of balances out like Fantasyland and everything else in Magic Kingdom, where it's more like hero and princess based.
Yeah.
You gotta have the darkness with the light a little bit.
Yes.
For sure.
That'll be a really cool addition.
I'm very excited about that for sure.
I am too.
I love a good Disney villain.
And also with that, the only other news that we have so far is there are going to be 2 attractions with it.
Ooh.
So
really?
We don't know it yet, but there are going to be 2 attractions, at least to start. And then there's going to be a shopping area with it. So we do have that lined up. So hopefully they talk more about it.
If I can't fight Maleficent as a dragon, I want a refund.
They should definitely have.
I think that would be the coolest attraction ever. Some kind of VR thing, where you're fighting the dragon, she's blowing, fire at you. I think that would be so cool. That would be through the thorn bush and everything. That would be
that would be so sick.
That would be iconic for sure.
Gotta have a dragon ride.
Oh, absolutely. And speaking of villains, the last thing up at the expo tonight was the Disney Villains collab with Fortnite.
Yes.
If you've seen the concept art, it looks so cool. They modernized the villains. I think there was Captain Hook, Maleficent, and I can't think of the third one.
What was the third
one? Let me
see if we have the name.
Oh, Cruella de Vil. How could I forget? Jeez.
Oh.
So I think that's a really cool, fresh take, and they're bringing that to Fortnite. And so they also announced an Incredibles collab, which is going to be great. I mean, get to play the Incredibles. Come on.
Yeah.
We've got Mr. Incredible, Elastigirl, Frozone, maybe Dash and Violet. Who knows? But Frozone, Mr. Incredible, and Elastigirl were the only ones announced.
Yes.
So I think it's really cool, this new partnership with Epic Games, Fortnite, and Disney. It looks like there's going to be a lot of cool stuff in the future.
I mean, what's better than being your favorite hero family, especially, you know? Like, I mean, and if this is a great opportunity for parents to play with their kids on Fortnite.
Exactly.
You know? Like, oh, hey, mom, like, mom will be Elastigirl, and then, you have Dash.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that would be sick.
I hope
they have those too. But,
that would be really cool.
That would be really sick.
Yeah.
But when is it coming out? Do we know?
Later this year. This year. I know next week, though, the next season of Fortnite begins. It's going to be Absolute Doom, and it's going to have Dr. Doom, the Fantastic Four, Gwenpool.
They are having Gwenpool.
Yes,
in there?
Gwenpool is coming.
Oh my gosh, we were just talking about this.
Yeah, I know. Lil loves Gwenpool. Definitely a cool character for sure. But so it looks really exciting. There's going to be a lot of new mythic items. Cap's shield. I think Doom's gauntlets or something. So I'm really excited about that. Might stream on the channel. Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll see. But I think today was a really good day. Like I said, I loved the trailers yesterday, but overall there was nothing that I didn't really already know about.
Yeah.
Today was just nonstop hits.
Yeah.
Okay, like everything was they were swinging for the fences today.
I gotta ask you, what's your favorite announcement today?
That's tough.
Yeah, there's so many things.
Yeah, that's really tough. I've got to say Monsters Inc. Land.
I was gonna say the same thing.
I think that's been something that we've all been waiting for, and it just seems like such a natural fit that I can't believe it took 25 years for them to do. I think we've all been waiting for that door ride, so I'm very excited about that for the culture.
How are we gonna put kids on doors and fling them around? But
we'll sign a waiver before we go on.
Exactly. Sign here, please.
All right, so that wraps up day 2 of D23. There's one final day tomorrow. And what do they say about the last, Lo?
Hey, best for last, Save the best for last. So I'm having some high hopes that, it's going to be the cherry on top, but
Absolutely.
We'll see. I mean, already they have so many great announcements.
Yeah, I think nothing's going to top today, but we'll see. I'm holding out hope.
100%. Well, guys, make sure to like this video, comment what you think. We want to hear your predictions. We want those down below. So definitely make sure to comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you know when we have our next video up.
Yeah, It's going to be very soon. Better watch out.
Alrighty, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
See you guys.